Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Jambar in 10. I'm Josh Robinson.
And I'm Scott Tanner.
And we have plenty going on this week. Now let's get into it.
The Williamson College of Business Administration hosted the YSU Shark Tank competition. Here is Alex Sorrell with more information.
The third annual Penguin Shark Tank competition took place March 20th at Williamson Hall. Top prizes were awarded to Best Established Business as well as Best Business Idea.
Cadence McStowe and Noah Bowman took home first place in Best Established Business with their venture, Tallow Talk. By using beef tallow, oils, and other natural ingredients, McStowe and Bowman create whipped tallow balms to promote healthy skin.
But it was really cool to just participate and be a part of that, especially see some of the local businesses at YSU.
Yeah, I will say too, as like a local small business, it could be really hard to get your name out there.
Those without an established business competed in the Business Idea category, allowing aspiring business owners to receive startup funding. Nabite Kibrab, junior computer science and economics major, received the grand prize for Best Business Idea with Velora, a beginner stock trading and market analysis platform.
So what it does is basically takes 10 years of historical stock data, sentiment analysis, economic indicators, and company revenue, and then it trains the module and then gives prediction.
Betty Jo Licata, interim dean of Williamson College of Business Administration, said competitions like these promote market growth in the Youngstown area.
So the way it benefits the area is, one, it creates financial stability for the entrepreneurs who have these businesses. In some cases, hopefully they'll grow and they'll be hiring additional employees. And it also serves our regional market.
Planning for next year's event is already in the works, with potential sponsors gaining more interest.
Reporting for the Jambar, this is Alex Sorrell.
GwinFit, a YSU organization focused on nutritional health and community safety, hosted a Creating Connections Summit on March 27th. The summit was held in Kill College Presidential Suite and featured speakers from different healthcare and government sectors. The event ran from 9 to 11 a.m. And the GwinFit project manager, Kelly Fraser, said GwinFit focuses on making Youngstown a safer place altogether. GwinFit
in addition to community, we are focused on the campus as well. So those changes that I talked about as far as infrastructure, so the safe and accessible physical activity, we look at the campus as well.
GwinFit also employs student workers, and Fraser said anyone interested in joining GwinFit can email her directly.
YSU has launched a new campus safety app called Penguin Safe to help enhance security for students, staff, and faculty. The app is introduced March 17th and was developed in collaboration with YSU's Police Department, IT Services, and Office of Marketing and Education. Penguin Safe features include a mobile blue light button, virtual walk home service, tip reporting, and safety notifications. The app is designed to provide peace of mind, giving users access to safety resources when they feel unsafe on or around campus.
As the need for spaces for open conversation increased, YSU President Bill Johnson introduces Presidential Conversations. Johnson said the platform was created in light of his interactions with students in an attempt to foster open dialogue.
As the leader of a university, if there's not open and transparent conversation, then a lot goes unsaid that probably should be said.
The platform will feature a 5-minute radio show hosted by Johnson on Thursday mornings. The other segment will involve hosting guest speakers to share their experiences in leadership and in the professional space. The first guest speaker will be George Mumford, renowned sports psychologist, speaker, author, and coach. His session will take place April 1st at 10 a.m. in the Chestnut Room, and it is open to the public.
Stambaugh Building welcomes Chase Bank after its former building had exploded. Chase was located in the Reality Building, but an explosion on May 28th brought up questions of whether the building was still functional. Jambar reporter Jacqueline Arroyo has the details.
Officials had determined the explosion was caused by an inactive gas line in the building's basement. The blast resulted in the death of a Chase Bank employee, multiple injuries, and residents in the building and those nearby being displaced. Weeks after the explosion, residents were unable to enter their buildings, leading officials to determine that the structure of the building was unsalvageable and needed to be demolished. Almost a year later, Chase has opened a new location in downtown Jambar building. Julius Oliver, Youngstown's first ward councilman, said he admired Chase's decision to return to the city.
I think it coming back shows the bank's commitment to downtown Youngstown, to our citizens. I think it shows basically that they're not willing to run from tragedy. I think it pays homage to the young man who lost his life there.
Although Oliver admires the bank's commitment to the city, he also said that the explosion was devastating. As an elected official, he was immediately concerned about the residents in the building, who was affected, and how it would impact the city.
Got a phone call before I even got off the bridge that said a building exploded in downtown Youngstown. You need to get back down here. So immediately turned around, went back downtown, seeing the devastation, and it makes me emotional just thinking about what I saw.
Although he was not allowed to approach the scene at the time, he said the destruction was unimaginable. Tracy Manning, curator of education at the Mahoning Valley Historical Society, said that the explosion had affected downtown in many ways.
I mean, there were huge effects. You think about the displacement of not only the people that lived in Realty Tower and the apartments, but the people that lived in International Tower that was located right behind it.
All of the residents of International Tower had to find temporary housing until they were allowed to return home several weeks later. However, for those that lived in the Realty Tower, their home was gone forever. Now, with the bank being reopened in Jambar, it helps bring in more business and shares Chase's support for the community. For Jambar TV, I'm Jacqueline Arroyo.
Thanks, Jacqueline. That's all we have on desk. Now let's take it over to Matt for Student Life.
Thanks, Josh. Indie folk band Top House continues its 2025 tour March 27th and 28th with shows in Columbus and Pittsburgh. The group released their new EP titled Practice on Valentine's Day. The project is paired with their 2024 release Theory and represents contrasting themes of idealism and reality. Guitarist and songwriter Jesse Davis shares some details about the two records.
I remember Joe and I were just sitting in a kitchen. We just kind of listed out all the songs that we had and sort of grouped them in two groups, more or less by feel. We'd even sort of weaved a storyline that, like a not a storyline that we had intentionally placed there, but that could be interpreted, to kind of help us get a feel for the vibe of each EP.
More information on the band can be found on the Top House website. The Student Art Association of Youngstown State University hosted its 88th annual Juried Student Art and Design Exhibition Awards March 21st at the McDonough Museum of Art. The display features works by students who have taken classes in the Department of Art during the 2024-25 academic year. The event gave out 21 awards to various art pieces that were judged by sculptor Sidney Mullis. Award categories included ceramics, photography, painting, drawing, sculpture, digital media, and graphic and interactive design. President of the SAA, Emma Strope Downs, and Vice President Leah Frankie presented the awards to the winners. The exhibit will be displayed until April 4th. The Dana School of Music offers free music lessons to Youngstown students. Jambar contributor Nicole Hanchard has more on the Dana String Project.
There is often a link between music and community. The String Project, offered through the Dana School of Music, explores this link. The program is YSU's Community Outreach Music Project offered through the Dana School of Music. This project sees students grades 4 through 12 in the Youngstown School District and its surroundings engaging in lessons for various string instruments. These include the violin, the viola, cello, and bass. Miss Carly Geyer, String Project Coordinator and YSU alumna, said the instructors to whom students are assigned are YSU music majors. At other times, outside professionals are enlisted to teach classes.
We bring in master class instructors such as our violin professor. We've had visiting string quartets come in and give master classes. So they get a lot of very high level education in their instrument that they might not be able to receive in their daily life at school.
The program offers individual private lessons that are scheduled Monday through Saturday. A chamber ensemble class is also offered, which takes place on Saturdays in the recital hall located in Bliss Hall. Geyer said students and parents are enthusiastic about the classes. She also said there are students who have been a part of the program since its inception. One such student is Josephine Solito, a violinist and senior at Ossington Fitch High School. She said her participation in the project has been great.
It's wonderful. It's provided me a really wonderful opportunity to play with many people. I've met wonderful people, and I've been able to learn tons of new music. I've grown as a musician because of it, with growing as a chamber ensemble, learning how to play with other musicians, and as well as learning how to play by myself. It's really a beautiful program.
Students are able to showcase their talents at recitals held at the end of each semester. This semester, however, there will be 2 recitals held, separating the individual showcase from the chamber ensemble. For the Jambar, I am Nicola Alhanjad. Thank you.
YSU's own The Bible Talks, a religious group on campus, hosted a 3-day outreach event earlier this week. The events included public testimonies by the fountain and a carnivalesque event outside of Kilcawley Center. The group meets every Monday at 3:55 p.m. in Williamson Hall, among other activities they host weekly.
It was kind of top down in the sense that the college ministry leader at Old North kind of got a group together and was like, I want you guys to learn more about what the Bible has to say about sharing the gospel, and then I want you, from what you've learned, to host an event on campus.
To find out more about the Bible Talks at YSU and other activities and events they host, you can find them over on Instagram. That's all we have for the Student Life Update. Let's take it back to Scott and Josh at the desk.
Thanks a lot, Matt. Definitely a lot of interesting goings on in student life. But that's all we have for today. I'm Josh Robinson.
And I'm Scott Tanner.
And you've been watching the Jambar in 10. We'll see you here next time.